closed down Harry Potter studio by accident. Welcome back to our channel, guys. Today we are stepping into the wizarding world of Tokyo's Harry Potter studios.
Best place in the world.
For the next few hours, we're going to be experiencing full-scale sets, famous props, and secrets from behind the scenes into the filmmaking of the Harry Potter franchise. We are about to find Harry Potter's room under the stairs. Expect scenes from the Great Hall, the moving marble staircase, exploring common rooms, the Ministry of Magic, and we're even braving the Forbidden Forest. And yes, there will be Butterbeer. So stick around if you want the inside scoop on everything there is to see here. And yes, I may have actually shut down the whole studios. Not my finest moment. So the excitement literally builds as soon as you walk in. From what we understand, you can begin the tour one of two ways, but we start off with the Great Hall. Now, there is a short intro video hinting at all the magical stuff that is to come, which really just builds the hype even more. Of course, these studios are in Japan, so expect a lot of the introductions to be in Japanese. However, the staff are fantastic with the guests, and most, if not all of the areas have English text. First up, the Great Hall. As those massive doors open up, you're in Hogwarts. Tables lined up on both sides for all of the houses. There's even some of Harry Potter's clothes showcased here, and at the very end of the hall, you can get up close and personal to all the teachers. They are there standing proud with Dumbledore front and center. Basically, this room is everything we imagined and more. The next room was the marble staircase. You can learn how these scenes were shot, and then as soon as you walk in, oh my god, it was crazy. And yes, the stairs move just like in the movies. So at the start of the tour, you're given a unique QR code that you can scan various interactive features throughout the tour. You can record yourself at these areas and then suddenly you're in one of those talking portrait frames. I also think this was definitely Alex's favourite room, and for good reason. Did you know that Alex actually got to be an extra in the very first Harry Potter movie? So yeah, kind of a full circle movie magic moment right there. Next, we head over to the Gryffindor and Slytherin common rooms. Gryffindor's is warm and cozy, total home away from home vibes, while Slytherin is darker and a bit more moodier, but in a cool way. Now time for some Quidditch. This is the Quidditch filming experience, which was actually hilarious. So the staff teach you how to act out different parts of the famous first Quidditch match.
Going to our first Quidditch match.
This is amazing. And we're in Gryffindor.
And then they cut it all together so you're part of the action. We were on Team Gryffindor, of course, and if we do say so ourselves, we make pretty convincing fans. Next up is Dumbledore's office. The details here are unreal. It looks exactly like the movie, complete with Fawkes the Phoenix on a perch, just chilling out. This is actually quite a big area where there's various classrooms to explore, along with the library, but also a potions classroom. There are cauldrons bubbling and stirring themselves. We didn't have wands, so we improvised with the comb that we actually took from the hotel. Desperate times, right? We're coming to the end of the first half of the tour now, and we're stepping into the spooky Forbidden Forest. We are in the forest. We're getting closer to the spider. Hagrid's hanging out there with Buckbeak by his side, and yes, Aragog is lurking somewhere around too. Even the Weasley's flying car makes an appearance. Everywhere you look, this forest is packed with magical creatures just like the Centaurs. Hagrid's house is kind of the halfway point of this tour, and it's the perfect place to let you know about our exclusive discount just for you. If you book this experience on Klook, you can get 10% off with our code TWOSOMEKLOOK. The best part is, it's not just for this tour. This code can be used for any of the experiences like sushi making, team labs, Shinkansen journeys, and even hotel stays whilst you're in Japan. It is a one-time use code though, so make sure you add everything to your basket before you check out.
That is today's biggest hack. Unbelievable.
So guys, we are officially at the halfway point of this tour. So that took roughly 2 hours. Now it can be a little bit quicker or a little bit longer. It really depends on how you want to travel through that first section. You can actually take as much time as you want, but we are craving a little bit of food, a little bit of drink, and a bit of a rest. Wow.
It's Butterbeer!
That's right, it's your chance to experience Butterbeer. These were 1,100 yen each, which was pretty reasonable, but given you can keep the cups as souvenirs, we thought this was well worth it. Taste-wise though, frothy, fun, but yeah, pretty sweet. Probably could have shared one. Right next door is a restaurant which serves up all of the classic British pub grub. I feel like we're gonna have a taste of our childhood. We grew up in the UK, bangers and mash, roast beef, roast chicken, and a pie. Yum! We couldn't resist ordering a Guinness. I mean, what else would you order with a roast dinner? And don't miss out on the Hedwig dessert. This is the cutest dish we've ever seen, but we did feel a little guilty for eating Hedwig. I'm sorry, Hedwig. Back outside, opposite the Butterbeer Station, is Privet Drive and a life-size house of the Dursleys. We are about to find Harry Potter's room under the stairs.
It's pretty big, actually. I don't know what Harry was complaining about.
And the famous scene with the letters flying everywhere in the living room. This was super cool, and to the right of the dinner table is a reenactment of the moment Aunt Marge is blown up. Pro tip, take a wander around into the back garden for an extra special behind the scenes view. Right before you step back in the studio, you can see the triple-decker night bus. And once you're back inside, we've arrived at platform 9 3/4. You can't come to Hogwarts Express and not go to platform 9 3/4. We're nearly there. Here you can recreate the trolley scene, which is a lot of fun, unless you're like me and you're not allowed through. You got Hedwig. It's a Hedwig. Oh. The Hogwarts Express is right there. Sound effects, steam, and everything. It's actually awesome because you can go inside and walk through the carriage and peek into the rooms where they're playing out all the movies.
You've arrived at Hogwarts.
Best place in the world.
Once we're finished there, we enter the Ministry of Magic, and wow, like this room is something else. It's packed with statues, the famous green tiles everywhere, and more interactive displays. So this is where it gets a little sour for us, well, me in particular. I kind of shut down the whole studios. I literally closed down Harry Potter Studio. By accident. Oops. So I literally feel like the biggest idiot in the whole entire building. Basically, the guy said, "Have you got a QR code?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Okay, come this way." And he ushered me to this red button. So I held up my QR code next to it, nothing happened. Did it again, nothing happened. And then decided to push the button. It turned out it was a fire alarm. Yeah. Thankfully, they didn't check me out and they knew it was a false alarm and most importantly, an accident. And after many, many apologies later, the tour continued. But I've literally never been more embarrassed in my life.
I have no words.
Stop laughing, stop laughing, stop laughing, stop laughing.
Then it's Broomstick time at another interactive experience. Sadly, no filming was allowed here, but we'll play the video that we made. It's actually so funny to watch back. We saw down the London streets, over the River Thames, above the iconic bridge that the Hogwarts Express passes over, and then we flew right over Hogwarts. This actually was so much fun to record, and it's hard not to get into character. And it's definitely a great memento to take home with you. We finally head down Diagon Alley, passing all of the familiar shop fronts. Every detail is so impressive of each store. Then in the last room, we find this massive scale model of Hogwarts. It's super realistic and changes colours as you watch. A nice way to end the tour. And we wrap it all up in the biggest Harry Potter gift shop we have ever seen. Like, they have everything you can think of.
Isn't that the Goblet of Fire?
They've got the chocolates, the jelly beans, all of the different clothing for all of the different houses, like jumpers and robes.
So cool. I want it.
Then the wands. They have every wand from pretty much every character.
Who'd you get? Of course you did. Malfoy, look at that hair. Of course you're Slytherin.
Overall, this is a fantastic way to spend half a day in Tokyo. Fantastic if you're a family, a couple, a die-hard Harry Potter fan, or just someone looking for something unique and magical to do in Tokyo besides the obvious Tokyo attractions to see. We hope you found this tour fun and it's inspired you to head over there too. Don't forget to jump onto Klook to check out this experience and use our discount code TwoSpoonKlook for 10% off. We'll even put a link in the description below for this experience. And guys, if you enjoyed this video, we would both really appreciate a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of our travel adventures. We'll see you on the next video.